Imagine being the president of a country and having a very embarrassing moment live on TV. What would you do? Well, today, we're gonna see in this video. But before we start the video, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos just like this. It seems that world leaders do not want to shake hands with President Vladimir Putin, and this video proves this in front of cameras and on live. Former US President Donald Trump refused to shake Democratic House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's hand. House Speaker Pelosi in turn tore up a copy of President Trump's State of the Union address right after he finished while sitting behind him. An Iraqi journalist throws his shoe at US President George W. Bush during a press conference in Baghdad, Iraq, live on TV. A video of French President Emmanuel Macron having an egg thrown at his face as he's in conversation with some people is circulating on social media. USA President Joe Biden fell for a second time off his bike during his stop to cheer for some of his supporters and some media before his guards intervened and helped him stand up. US President Joe Biden stumbled and fell for the first time while climbing the stairs of Air Force One. Before heading to the US state of California, he was captured on camera in this embarrassing situation. The Russian president faced the worst embarrassing situation in his life when a chef refused to shake his hands. He got made, and that was live on Russian TV. It seems that Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman suffers from nervous system problems, and this video proves this in front of cameras and live. Zimbabwe's President Robert Mugabe fell down at Harare Airport and everyone laughed in meme form. The 90-year-old has led the country for 34 years. In this scene, President Putin tries to shake hands with his minister, but he embarrassed him incredibly and did not shake hands with him in front of the cameras. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa fails to put on a face mask after addressing the country on national TV. This is a funny fail considering it was done while being live on TV. A cockroach climbed up on the shoulder of Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte while giving a speech at an election meeting in the central province of Bohol, leaving him in a very awkward position. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un appears to have embarrassed the Russian president while Putin shook hands with him, but the North Korean leader spoke with his escort and left Putin in an awkward position in front of the cameras. An Asda employee was filmed fainting in front of Prince Charles during a visit to a supermarket distribution center. Cavalrymen thrown from horse during Queen's Parade. A cavalryman escorting Queen Elizabeth II and German President Roman Herzog to Windsor. The rider, who was wearing a heavy breastplate and armor, fell on a sanded road in front of the Queen's carriage. Australian Prime Minister Julia Gillard stumbled and fell to the ground after intending to visit the Gandhi Memorial. Of course, this is an embarrassing situation and no one wants to be in her place. At the end of this Gulf minister's speech, he fell to the ground in front of the cameras, and everyone around helped him stand back up. There were a number of Saudi ministers kissing the hand of King Abdullah, but one of them was embarrassed as he fell right after he kissed the king's hand, and this was streaming on Saudi News Channel. Erdogan falls from his horse at opening a public park. The current Prime Minister, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, full of confidence and going to take a step, sees the sky fly by. The horse could not stand him for even 10 seconds. A video of the president of Turkmenistan apparently suffering a spectacular fall from his horse after winning a race has emerged, although state media has been silent. In a very embarrassing situation, Egyptian president appears to be waiting for US President Barack Obama to shake hands at the G20 summit in China, which embarrassed the president. Prince Harry fell off his horse twice as he played in a charity polo match in Cape Town, South Africa.
Open for the man you don't want to leave it open to. It's time now for Nacho Figueres as the whistle goes.
UConn women's basketball player Stephanie Dolson was helped by President Obama after taking a tumble at the White House. Footage documenting the moment the head of the Russian church fell to the ground during a televised mass in Novorossiysk city in southern Russia. He appeared walking on church floor and spraying water to slide after moments later on the ground, and the audience gathered around him in an attempt to remedy the situation. William, 34, rushed to help a man who fell to the ground while greeting William and Princess Kate in Harlow, Essex. The fall of Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's gatekeeper sparked controversy on social media and mass media. The gatekeepers, who appear to be artificial, slipped slightly during a press conference with French President Emmanuel Macron, and Trudeau's face completely changed. In this video, Russian President Vladimir Putin is shown walking with a cleric, and a black pigeon passes next to him, and it seems that Putin greeted it as if it greeted him back, but some believe that this video is fake. We'll let you decide down in the comments. Governor Mark Dayton collapsed while delivering his State of the State speech. The 69-year-old Democrat was helped into a back room and appeared to be conscious. This moment of Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov fall in front of the audience as he went up to the stage and calmed the situation with a phrase that made the audience laugh. A soldier has raised eyebrows by sitting down on parade after meeting the Queen, revealing it was a mark of respect for leaders in his native Fiji. A new video shows a moment that a member of the Omani Honor Guard fell after suffering a heat stroke while receiving the Iranian president. Watch as the Queen doesn't even bat an eyelid as Pageboy faints during her opening Parliament speech.
And will work towards a comprehensive nuclear agreement with Iran.
2 RCMP cadets fainted as Prime Minister Justin Trudeau was giving a speech in Regina on March 9, 2018. Former U.S. Vice President Mike Pence paused during his speech and walked across the stage to help the Coast Guardsman to her feet, as other Coast Guard members also assisted. The President of Portugal fainted during a speech to the country's military. Anibal Cavaco Silva was taken ill during ceremonies for Portugal's National Day. It happened the same time that trade unionists began protesting. London Mayor Boris Johnson takes a tumble in a charity tug-of-war in London. Visiting Burkina Faso Foreign Minister Djibril Basole collapsed and fell off a platform during a live press conference in Ankara with his Turkish counterpart Ahmed Davutoglu. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel.